when he came and attacked Jey Uso after Uso's title match at Backlash, that was incredible. The heat that he generated, you could see the faces of the people in the crowd. They were like, kill him. He had great heel reaction, but everybody on every site on the internet is saying it's a failure. I disagree. So prove me wrong.
Hello again, everybody, and welcome to an all-new The Wrestling Time Machine by Sportskeeda. I'm your host, Mac Davis, and with me each and every week are the same two guys. Man, we had a blast in St. Louis.
Will you please just get started?
Yeah, come on. It's not the same two guys. We had Dutch Mantel on a recent show.
Well, I can't help that. Teddy couldn't show up, so we had to have Dutch on the show. All right, look here. Y'all got me all discombobulated. The Wrestling Time Machine this week, we got several things to talk about, one of which...
Well, wait a minute. Wait. Before you go into this whole thing, I have something that's ticking me off that I really want to talk about.
All right.
Okay? And it's directed at the critics of our business. I am so sick and tired of reading on the internet that John Cena's heel turn has been a failure. Wrong. Forget it. It's not a failure. I will tell you, everybody on the internet's a critic. Well, they're losing their ratings and the number of people watching, but that's not the blame for John Cena. It could be the whole package, all right? But in terms of John Cena's heel turn, little by little, he's gotten into this so well, and I enjoy seeing this guy as a heel right now. When he came and attacked Jey Uso after Uso's title match at Backlash, that was incredible. The heat that he generated, you could see the faces of the people in the crowd. They were like, kill him. He had great heel reaction, but everybody on every site on the internet is saying it's a failure. I disagree. So prove me wrong.
And there may be plenty of people who will say so down in the comments, too, about why they disagree with you, because I do think parts of it are a failure. I think that John's doing the best he can with what he's got, but it seems to me that he was given something that I felt like was going to fail from the get-go. Because when you start John Cena's heel turn, you started that with him and his association with The Rock.
Yeah, no, I know that.
Well, wait a minute. They dropped that entire thing. After that first night, there was no longer a plan. It's like they started putting a plan together. And when he came down to Saturday night's main event just recently, I was looking forward to, of all matches, John Cena versus R-Truth.
Me too.
It was a flat match. It was not that good. And I'll tell you why. The fans needed somebody to stand up for them. And R-Truth, when he came out, this is where the mistake was made in this feud. R-Truth needed to reflect what the fans felt, not stand up and try to, oh, John's still a good guy. He's still a good guy. The fans couldn't get behind that. But had he been, from the fan perspective, not liking John Cena, and he's going to pay John Cena back, and he's going to make sure that John Cena gets straight again, that may have come over a little bit better. But the beat down on R-Truth was not strong enough. I thought it ended flat. The only thing that did have a good ending to it to me was when John Cena came out to help along with Logan Paul on Monday night. Yeah. That part was good.
Yeah, but you sound like these internet people who just say it's a complete failure.
I'm not saying it's a complete failure.
Wait.
There are moments.
People are not thinking about the Rock angle anymore. I'm just seeing the venom that John Cena is spewing right now is good. Teddy, what do you think?
Well, my thing is this. I don't think it's a failure. And the reason I don't think it's a failure is because I think it puts John Cena right where he wants to be. John Cena in real life is a heel. A lot of times when you don't have to turn guys, okay? A lot of times, it works perfect for him. It was like, and I have to go back in the day, you know what I mean? When Luger was in his prime, when he was a heel, he was really like that in real life, okay?
Yep.
So that's exactly why he was able to pull that off so good. And Cena is able to make that work because that's him. And I think he's comfortable with doing it. I think he really wants to be that guy. You know, I don't really think he ever wanted to be a babyface.
Are you saying that he's an a-hole in real life?
No, I'm not saying that he's that. All I'm saying is that he is a heel in real life.
Okay.
So he's closer to the character he's playing now than he is when he's the smiling, friendly.
Well, if you go back to Cena back in, when he first broke in and started, they booed him every time he came out. Do you realize what they put into him to make the people change their mind and try to start, cheering for him? They put a lot into him. They just pushed him down people's throats.
Yes.
So I'm saying to you, man, the guy is a heel. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah, it's not a complete failure in my opinion, because I hate seeing so many websites and stuff. John Cena's heel turn is a failure. It is not.
I don't believe that it's a failure, though. Not complete failure. There are moments. I just think that he was given something that he had to develop, because I do not believe for 1 second that the stories that they're at right now were the original plans when John Cena turned heel. Something happened in the very beginning that changed a lot of stuff, and it happened between The Rock and Cena. Something's going on to where people aren't wanting to play ball. And so I think John's doing the best he can in trying to reinvigorate the storyline. And I think he's doing it week by week. He is pulling it off week by week, but it's taking him a long time, and it never should have. I think there was some creative issues somewhere in the beginning of the whole thing that screwed it up. That's just what I think.
Well, it's okay. I don't think it's that screwed up. They're just moving on with John Cena as a heel, different stories. But like I said, it just bothers me that people say, oh, it's a complete failure. It's not.
But, you also have to look at what they say, too. And, Teddy, when you see viewership going down for the show, you got to wonder, is it working? Because if viewership continues to go down, there is a problem somewhere. It may not be John Cena, but it could be the entire package.
No, he's not on TV enough to be him.
That's what I'm saying. I was going to say that. Thank you, Bill. Yeah, you can't blame it on John Cena about the viewership. People just don't turn in to see one guy. They turn in to see a lot of guys, okay? So you have to blame the viewership on the whole roster.
Well, let me ask you, just out of curiosity, I had this discussion on another show. When it comes to stars in the WWE right now, who are your major stars in WWE that are on TV? Because it's not like the Attitude Era days where you could go back and you can name one after the other. It's harder to do that now, Bill.
Well, there's Seth Rollins, of course. Bronson Reed, they just brought back.
But do you feel like Bronson Reed or Seth Rollins is a Rock or Stone Cold Steve Austin?
No.
That's the kind of star I'm talking about.
After that era, there hasn't been one figure in WWE that carries the company where you talk about WWE. You used to be able to say, oh, Bret Hart, oh, Hulk Hogan, oh, Stone Cold. Oh. But now it's a repertoire group. That's what it is. It's a group of people. There's nobody with that. Cody was kind of that for a while, and the pop that he got on Saturday night's main event, that gave it that superstar pop again. But no, you can't compare that with that era, in my opinion.
Well, bringing it around to Cody Rhodes, as you mentioned a minute ago, there is a match announced now for Money in the Bank, and that will be Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso versus John Cena and Logan Paul, which is a great combination. Again, here's a combination I'm interested in, because Logan Paul and John Cena, that has me interested. Bill, what did you think about the announcement?
No, I liked it, but what I'd like to see is Logan Paul and John Cena get into a tussle with each other and have a Logan Paul John Cena match down the line.
Teddy, what were your thoughts about the upcoming tag team match?
Well, I'll have to agree with Bill. I want to say that I'd rather see Cena versus Logan Paul. That's what I would be going with right now. I wouldn't even be tagging them up. You know what I mean? I wouldn't even. I mean, you can do that, I guess, to maybe do the turn and start the story. But yeah. I'd be right on Logan Paul and Cena right now.
I think that's where they may be going with it.
And here's somebody that you were talking about. The hate on online. Logan Paul, he gets a lot of heat online. People just do not like him when you get online. But damn, if he's not one of the most talented son of a they got on the roster. He is really that good for somebody who didn't come to this business the same way, was actually a YouTuber. They can call him that, make fun of him being a YouTuber, but when he gets in that ring, man, it's everything he's got when he's in there, and that impresses me. How about you, Teddy?
Yeah, it does, man. He's certainly doing a great job inside the ring. And like I said, he's one of these guys that can pick up real quick. And he wanted it. See, when you want it, you'll pick it up and you'll get it. And so he really wanted it. And so congratulations to him. I'm just glad to see he did make it and he's in the position that he's in. But like I said, John Cena and Logan Paul, that's your money. But it needs to be worked on. They need to start that right away.
Yeah, I'd like to see that for sure.